dude.
We're gonna have to add 10 more pounds of lead.
Just like, what's not carbon on the car? The front rear bumpers?
Yeah.
And the A-pillars. Yeah.
We can do the A-pillars.
Who makes those?
Save on.
They make those?
Yeah.
Whoa!
On that car. Well, that's like the funny part. Like I said, it's like do a full carbon body to add 400 pounds back into it.
Hey, we get to add it where we want it. Put that 400 pounds lower, down.
Ryan said it was the best driving seat he's ever driven, and one of them was a factory effort.
Hey!
Woo!
It'd be cool to enter it into like one of the other classes.
Just to see.
Just like hit like a limited whatever, like whatever one it fits into. Or even if it's unlimited, just to put it on the track.
Really high, but yeah, just to run it, right?
Could you have done this super lap battle?
Once the cut happens,
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like he could like in between the races, like when we're waiting for like 4 hours, he
Yeah.
could have jumped one of those classes.
Just sent it.
Whichever one it is allowed to be into.
Okay.
Even if it's the unlimited, like
Yeah.
whatever. And have him go out there and continue to smoke 800 wheel horsepower. Dude, that DSN?
that one that Larry posted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had that thing beat by like almost a half second.
Holy cow!
It did a 27 something. And he did a 27 like flat.
Oh, man.
My man.
So are you going to turn a time attack lap, Chris?
I don't know, once my boy old Brian Highcutter stops hogging that car all the time. I did in the Altima, remember?
Yeah.
I did a terrible time. I think I was the same time as you. It just doesn't have the stopping power.
Probably doesn't have quite the front end.
Oh no, that's what it was.
You know.
Because we were talking about putting like the slicks on or bigger front tires. Because yeah, like going through the S's in the back section, it's just like, come on, any day now we can start crashing. Like I probably would have been faster if I drifted it. Oh, there we go. That's the sound. Oh yeah, now we're doing it. Gotta get the angle. Things are happening. Yeah, that's definitely a weld. Look at that. It's like a laser weld.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You can probably just put the cutoff wheel in that groove.
Mm-hmm. I mean, even if it gets a little into this, have to lay a bead and flatten it back out.
Yeah.
Those are all done.
In there for real?
And there's that line
Yeah.
looking for. Yeah. And yeah, like you said, we'll just.
Yeah, I mean, you can leave as much or cut as much.
Yeah. Probably leave it for starters. Because that's not the outer edge. But it'll give us something strong to like build the bracket off of.
Right. Anybody like some flan?
I know, the first car to come with something that actually catches all that, and we're cutting it all out.
It's got tabs.
Does it? Oh, wow.
That's a real
Yeah.
McCoy. She's total, dude.
Oh, yeah, it's a little more total now.
That's it. That's what put it over
Yeah,
the
that's
top.
what put it
And nothing else.
Yeah, I'm glad we did it this way.
Yeah? You don't have a choice now.
Oh, we could always just do one.
Do you, I was going to say, you can get one of the smaller rotor broaches and radius that corner also if you really want to get fancy. To where it's like a rounded corner on the interior. That's how I did on mine. Or you can just yeet it.
I'll do it by hand.
Alright, fine. Forsberg. Always showing me up. boss man spends a lot of time on the phone, but sometimes you gotta save a big task for him, and removing the quarter panel, it's like a cutting of the ribbon for the car, so you gotta leave that to the
really
big dog
makes
in
you feel
charge.
good. Yeah, man, I got some nice lines, dude. Freehanded that whole thing just for you, dog.
It looks good.
It is
I'm
pretty
not
mint.
gonna lie, I couldn't have done it that good.
Sometimes you gotta pick up the grinder.
I mean, this is kind of exciting, to be honest, because like this is one of those like pivotal moments in the build where it's like, all right, we did some big stuff, and like we were just debating between like amongst the four of us about how we were gonna do this. Yeah, I had to wait for the boss man to make the ultimate call because that's kind of a scary cut. I did it on my car. But that's my car.
That's your car, you know?
Yeah. Do it how I want.
It's all your fault.
I know.
This little thing. This
saved-
will fold all the time, and we'll be able to unfold it back.
I saved these pieces because if you're not going to cut this off, there's no reason why we can't just hack it off and that skirt piece back on, just that tail of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I was like looking at like maybe all the way, and I was like, yeah, we don't have to right away. And
Yeah,
like,
if you just leave it, then we'll just cut that piece right there and just weld it back on, and now we have our side skirt pickup on the back. Or you know what I mean?
I'm not terribly worried about it because, like, that's what I was saying. Like, that's why I kind of want to just like do like the aluminum plate here, like we do here, and just call it good. Right?
Yeah.
So like, fender's gonna come down, and it's gonna end here. The skirt's gonna be floating. We just have that plate, and they just kind of hold themselves together, and they can kind of roll in like they do, and this can roll in like it does.
Right.
Instead of having it fixed to here, because then that's what bends and cracks.
Yeah.
I think it'll be enough to just locate. It might get a little wiggle. But with it anchored here, and that,
Yeah.
I think we'll do it. Worst case, like maybe just like a little aluminum stay.
A little
It's
stand
kind of
off.
like, through bolt's almost easier because you can just wrench on that side.
Yeah.
Just a little flange.
The sound effects of you guys are really, you guys are good.
Always something. It adds action to the conversation. It's a caricature of the work that we do.
I wanted to leave some of that instead of going all the way up to here.
Right. Yeah, I think it looks good.
Because this is the fender line. You can see it.
Yeah, you can see where I didn't get to DA yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because the tape was on there.
Yeah. So it should sit like that. So I just, that's the 1.5 gap, and just tapers off instead of like holding it high.
Right.
All right. Good.
Oh,
You guys
man.
want me to take
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Later.
Jesus has a little bit of it.
Gotta get the shake.
Shake them up.
Well, you like roll it, you roll the ball in the cylinder, so it's like, that's a Jimmy move.
That's a smooth move right
Jimmy
there.
taught me that one.
See, Jimmy, you're always being thought of.
Dude, he's always here. He's always in our mind.
So the whole chassis, gets stripped down, obviously, and then we cut it up in some fashion. Body was perfectly fine. Obviously, it was brand new before we started, but we want to take it down to this level because this is the end result of a pro drift car. We take out the factory sheet metal, and we have a nice wide body coming for this chassis. So this is basically just a flange to mount it to. And then we remove the factory taillight buckets. We actually shave them all down, and we'll rehang these with like little rods so that it can all kind of move if we really get into the wall. Taillight will mount back here with the bumper and the quarter panel, and hatch line comes down. They have this nice new molding piece on the new chassis, which looks really good. Just lays in here, gives it that like samurai katana blade look. Outside of the exterior styling, yeah, we cut all of this out because eventually it's going to get crushed in. So this is like a high impact area for drifting. This is where the chase car wants to be, is right in this door rear quarter panel area. You're not really supposed to be up on the front fender, but that happens. So we remove all of this out, put the fiberglass panel back over top so it has that flex and has that give. And then if this really gets crunched in, you know, it can actually pry it back out into position. If you have all that sheet metal here, it just crumbles up into a big mess and you can't really straighten it out and the car doesn't look that great. That thing's been smoked so many times.
Why not? Just one more surge and boom, runs right into him there. Forsberg, and get goes to the side of Forsberg.
So, and you're always just like hammering and chiseling, so take it all away right out of the gate so that it is easier in the long run. Came in and we were trying to figure out this shape for a minute and just eventually went with, you know, a nice 1.5" flange, follow the door handle, you know, provision, and then I just rounded this radius and took it all the way up and out to the back corner where the taillight and the molding and the hatch and the quarter all come together. And then, like I said, came in here, had to, you know, cut a couple welds right there, had to drill some spot welds up here, and then just like kind of freehand cut this all off to give it that nice clean look, especially once it's all painted. You know, right now you got that, you know, the factory white paint, some steel it, some of the primer, some bare metal. So once it's all this steel it gray, it's just gonna blend together really well and look good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Better get that happy hour going fast.
What are we gonna do
Today, just get wasted.
let's party.
Yeah.